How have you been holding up during like this whole pandemic?
Uh, it has its ups and downs, but other than that, it's working. Got to make it work
Yeah.
during the pandemic. So,
How's the reception been of your debut album?
say that again.
How's the reception been for your debut album?
Everything's been going good, man. I mean, you know, it's going up, man. That's all I could really say. Other than that, I mean, that shit's really, it's a blessing, I didn't think that it would ever, do what it did, but it's doing what it's doing, and numbers don't lie.
What did you use as an inspiration, like while making this?
Oh man, I found inspiration at every corner during this project. Um, and it so happens to be like my first debut project, so I had a lot of inspiration throughout my life that could relate into this project. Everywhere, all types of inspiration from a lot of death and loss and bad things happening within my family and friends, and then from a lot of good times and just capturing those moments and remembering them, and turning them to a song.
How'd you link up with 42 Dugg?
My boy linked us together. My boy Remo, I've known him for a long time, and he's in the industry as well. So he just, Dugg was on the up, man, and I was doing my shit, and he mentioned 42, and bro, I was already been known about that shit. So when he mentioned that, it was already a go right off the bat.
What are like some advantages or like disadvantages you've experienced of being like a white rapper today in hip hop?
Nothing really. I don't feel like there's any advantage or disadvantage. I feel like it's what you make it, and like, you know, no matter where you're at in life and people you're gonna meet, it's never gonna be perfect. Sometimes people are gonna say shit you don't want to hear, but what's all the good shit without having the bad shit? It
Yeah.
wouldn't be good without. I've been told a ton of stuff, like, but not a lot most of the time. But as for my part, my story's a little different than everybody's. It's not just your typical white rapper. It's not. But I've never really had to experience that too much. There's maybe a few here and there, but nothing too dramatic, man. It's nothing but love out here, and it's all about being real and shit.
How long have you been rapping?
I've been making music for a long time, probably fucking like 10 years, but rapping specifically, man, it's probably been like a solid 2.5 years now. And I've always messed around with it, but you know, I decided to get serious with it, and
What genres were you messing with before rapping? Because I know you say you've been making music for a long time.
yeah, I mean, before, there was always rap music, hip hop in my life, mixed in with, some rock roots, from, like Offspring, and then you can go to like Cypress Hill and Metallica and Future, and it's just like a few different points throughout my life that I came across other people's music, and it really caught my eye, from the videos or from all types of shit. I was listening to all types of stuff from Tupac. Man, I remember seeing Snoop Dogg when I was like 7 years old with Murder Was the Case on MTV. Oh man, I don't know. There's all types of influences, man.
You're from Garden Grove, right?
Yeah, I'm from Garden Grove. Yeah.
Yeah, like being like an OC rapper, do you feel like a responsibility, like almost like with like a chip on your shoulder?
Like, what do you mean?
Cause I mean, there's not really like that many artists coming out of Orange County, especially in hip hop. Like, do you feel like you have a chip on your shoulder from like where you're from?
I mean, there are a decent amount. I'll tell you that. There's some people coming out of this place, but ain't nobody doing what the fuck I'm doing. I'll tell you that right now. I'll give it up to everybody that's from the city, that's putting on for the city, and trying to better themselves in the community, and you know, it's a whole thing together. It's a package, bro. If you ain't got your city behind you, man, I feel bad for you, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, I feel blessed and lucky that I do got my city behind me, and you know, everybody else out there, you know, all these other artists and stuff, you know, it's good luck, bro.
Yeah. Is there any like artists that come to mind, like from Garden Grove or that area of OC?
For what? They come to mind to what? Yeah,
That just like gets your attention that you rock with.
I mean, shit, man. There's so many people out here, dog. I ain't gonna drop no name bombs right now, dog, because you know, low key, you know, a lot of people come over here to Orange County, dog, and stuff to tap in and see what's good, and you know, I mean, they do it to try to get away from all that other shit. So, but yeah, there's a lot of people out here working, bro. I'll tell you that right now, a lot. You would be surprised by the motherfuckers that are out here working.
I was reading your artist bio. It said that you were in a band as early as 10 years old. Can you talk more about that?
Yeah, it's all like, it's like a punk rock hip hop band. I played like lead guitar and made all like the beats and shit like that. Produced the whole you know, all our songs and everything. And then I had another, you know, my other buddy, he was in there, he'd rap. So like, you know, we had this like, I don't know, it was like this grimy punk rocky hip hop shit that'd be cracking off, you know. And then I'd you know, do some singing and shit in there and a little bit of rapping myself. So yeah, that shit was cool, man. It was cool, but you know, that's why you guys got to stay tuned in for what's coming next, because it's always gonna be something different. I can't wait to show you guys what's cracking next.
Oh yeah, that brings me to my next question. Like, what's next for you after your debut project?
Well, right now, man, we just enjoying this shit because you know what I mean. It's coming in, bro. You gotta enjoy it. But we're working at the same time. Nothing's stopping us from going. So we're kind of like, you know, balancing of doing this project while we're moving on to the, you know, keep things moving. You know, you don't want to lose track of, get too many things going, and you start, you know what I mean. You gotta stay focused and shit on your projects and future projects. But this new shit, you know, this other shit that's coming out, I mean, it's just a whole nother type of shit. I can't tell you until you know, you guys are gonna have to tap in when it comes out.
How often are you like in the studio?
Very often. I'm in the studio very often. You know, the most downtime I had was probably the 2 weeks after the album dropped, and that was it. And then I'm right back in it, you know. So everything's like, nothing's stopping, man. Everything's going every day, every night. You know what I mean? Shit, I'm in the fucking studio right now. So.
You have a timetable for like that next project?
Yeah, within a project, a whole project, you know, we're looking towards the end of the year, but I got some singles and stuff I'm gonna be dropping on you guys that I've been saving, that, you know, I got some features on with some singles and shit that I've been, you know, been working on the other side of the project of Wasteland.
What artists are like currently on your radar to like that you want to collaborate with?
24K Golden, man. I want to fuck with that. I already know what's up, bro. That feels cracking.
Do you think that's like you think you get that?
I fuck with that, man. That's the thing. That was that bomb shed shit. So when I hear that, it reminds me of that. So it's like, ooh, let's go. You know, and the shit I'm already doing, like I'm kind of always have a ton of shit going, you know. So that, fuck, bro. You never know. We might get an MGK track going here, you know, something like that. You know, start bringing out, you know, maybe some guitars or something. I don't know. See what's cracking.
What are some of your goals like for the rest of the year going into 2021?
Same goals that ever been, bro. Just create and keep going up and making sure that, you know, my family and friends are all taken care of, as well as myself and my community. You know what I mean? Just keep going up, man, and fuck everybody, dog. It's gang shit. Let's go. You know, pedal to the metal. Like, man, that's it, bro. That's it. We just gotta get ours out here and take care of our people, everybody, you know, and our people are the ones that love us and we love. So let's go.